And welcome back.
On that note.
That is the actual start of it. We want Leah on there drinking. Welcome back to podcast 23.
Yeah, 23. Episode 23.
Welcome back. Should we do the clapping thing? I feel like we haven't done that for a while.
I know, me too.
Oh, funny bone. I'm only joking. I didn't get it really. Oh.
Episode 23.
Yeah, so we're in a time warp today, aren't we?
We're ahead of schedule.
Time warp because, what date is it now? The 11th of October.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be seeing this. Is it 10th?
Yeah.
You're probably going to be seeing this sometime in December, did we decide?
We're a bit ahead of schedule.
We're ahead of schedule because we're overplanned because we've had loads of caffeine. No, it's the British, innit? And I'm away the next few weeks. I couldn't get in here. It's the British finals next weekend from when we're filming. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, we've had some right results. If not, you might never see me again. And then I'm off straight to Germany the week after. So that's going to be a mad one. So I can't get in for anything. But we're going to do the one that we filmed directly after the British and put that out straight away.
Yeah, so it's a bit more.
So you'll have seen that by now. Which you've already seen.
This is a delayed episode for the future.
Yeah. This is a boring Christmas episode. We're just going to do some questions and answers and talk some shit. And probably catch up about some other stuff. You might learn some other things.
We'll have to wear a Christmas jumper next time.
Fuck yeah. And then we'll put that one out in February. You'll be like, fuck, where's my Easter Bunny outfit? Oh no, it's August. Then it'll be Christmas again.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, what's been going off? I can't remember last time I was
You've
in
done
here.
about 10 million
ago.
shows.
Yeah, I've been to about 10 million shows. I'm in the middle of hype season, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you seem very put together, so that's good.
Yeah, I've looked after myself this year. Instead of putting myself second, I've put myself to look after myself so then I can look after other people better. So I put that into play and it's all working very well.
And all the girls are doing really well.
Everyone's smashing the arse out of it. Yeah,
loads of good results.
Yeah, quite a few swords. Can't think when we was last in, to be fair, but yeah, we've had some good overall wins there. In few federations, to be fair. We had some NFM ones there. We had obviously a few PCA ones, even two bros overall at weekend.
Yep.
Do you know, statistically speaking, I'm the best two bros coach in the world?
Really? Have you won the most overalls?
I ain't got a clue. I'm just making that up.
Oh.
But I've had 5 girls compete in two bros this year.
Yeah.
4 of them have won overalls.
Oh, decent.
And the other one won the class and didn't win the overall.
Wow.
So I think statistically,
that's quite a good statistic.
I must be up there.
That's like 90% or something.
Yeah.
Overalls.
Well, 80% overalls, isn't it?
Yeah,
4 out of 5. I went to school. I didn't actually go to school, so you should know more. I left school at a very young age.
Yet.
Yeah. As soon as we got past counting on my fingers, I left. Like, that's all I need to know. I'm going now.
Well, you're doing all right, so you're all good.
Fuck me, Daphne last night reading a book as a little bit of a sad subject. She's in year 1. She's just gone into year 1, so she's 5. Just fucking reading. She's just reading away, and I was like, where's that come from? Like, proper reading. And I'm like, go on then. I was buzzing last night. She's in private school, isn't she?
Yeah.
So I feel like they're a bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah, probably are. Yeah.
So yeah, she was smashing it. I couldn't believe they fell
That's
off the
cool,
bed last
isn't it?
night when she was reading us a book. Yeah. Just going on, big words and that, like 7 letters in. Like, friggin', I said, you memorised that? She's like, no, I thought she'd memorised it to catch me out.
Yeah.
But no, she actually is that good at reading.
Wow.
I nearly fell off the bed. First time she'd read the book. Anyway, sorry to be the one that people. Like that guy on Facebook, like, kids are back to school today, pictures. Everyone's like, don't care. I do care now. Once you've had kids, you care. I used to be that guy like, yeah, I love seeing all your kids on Facebook on the first day back. Oh,
I know,
boring.
that was me.
Yeah, that's you now. Yeah, I can see you looking at me, glasses steaming up.
No, that is quite cute though.
Yeah. Anyway, we're detracted from the subject. Oh yeah, so I'm the world's best two bros coach.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows. I'm only joking. There's probably people looking at this like, I've had 12 overalls this year. Shut up, Dan. I don't track the data. Sorry, I just talk shit. Yeah, now all the girls are fucking flying. Everything's going good. British is next weekend. We've got Central this weekend, which I've got a couple in. 4 actually. And then actually I've got 7 people competing this weekend. Oh. Just seems to accumulate. Yeah. We've got 4 at Central, 1 at Jersey, 1 at England, and then what's the other one there? Cut this bit because I forgot what I'm doing. How many is that? Did I just count that out?
4 whatever you just said. 1 at Jersey, 1 at somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
6.
right then, isn't it? Yeah, 6 then, sorry, yeah. And 1 at Nabber England as well.
Oh, so you have got 7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
And then we've got the British next weekend.
5 at Central. Yeah, I remember now, yeah.
which I'm excited
It's
for.
all on my board at home. I have it all on my board.
On your whiteboard?
Yeah. Every Sunday I scrub out the board and then I put who's competing the next week.
Oh, is that what you... So is that how
That's my
you...
method.
I always wondered, right, you know, when you do your... when you do all your weekly and your daily check-ins and stuff, do you ever get... Like, do you check who's meant to have checked in on what day? Because obviously you just do it off the back of the check-in. You just say, yeah, check in 2 days or 3 days or check in whatever. How do you remember who needs to check in on what day? Do you like actually keep track of it, or do people just never miss their check-ins?
No, then people don't miss the check-ins, no.
Right. I always wondered that. I thought, do you like have
Yeah,
this
because it's all
note
because it's
of
like
it?
fucking badminton. It's just like check in this day, check in that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
There's
really
no structured like set day, is there? It's just like as
no.
when people
Obviously,
need
everyone
to.
checks in on a structured day through the preps.
Yeah.
And then, as you know, when we get to a certain
That's
point,
what I meant, like
I'm
the back end.
Say it's Tuesday, I'll be like check in Friday. So it's Friday, I'll be like send me another check in Wednesday. Send me a check in in 2 days.
And I was like, how does he keep track of all this
I
with
don't.
all these girls?
Yeah, I don't because
you just trust people to do it.
Yeah.
Right,
well, it's on
okay.
them, innit? It's not on me.
Yeah.
If it ever happened and I noticed it, I would think, when's them meant? Why didn't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I would chase it up, but
Yeah.
it never happens.
Okay.
I noticed this, right? This last week because everything's gone fucking crazy at the minute. I'm doing like 2 or 3 consults a night, every night of the week at the minute.
Wow.
Right? I know it's gone mad.
Decent.
Right in the peak of the season, right when you,
Just what you want.
when you need that. Do you know what I mean? But that's how it goes. Blah blah blah. There's quite a few lifestyle clients in there, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes they just don't turn up for the calls.
Yeah.
Bodybuilders never don't turn up for the calls. They turn up for the call, and that's what they're meant to do. I've had 2 people in the last 2 or 3 weeks just didn't answer the phone. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then when I looked on the thing, the lifestyle people, and I thought, yeah, fair enough. No call back.
I feel like that's that sometimes happens. I feel like sometimes they think, oh yeah, this looks fun, and then they kind of talk themselves out of it, or I don't know.
God knows, I ain't got a clue. It makes no sense to me. If I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be there. Do you know, it don't cross my mind. Or I would message them and say,
sorry, I can't make it.
Anyway, yeah, lifestyle people, if you're watching this, you know who you are. We're talking about you. Be more bodybuildery. What the hell was I talking about then before that?
We were talking about keeping track of your
I can't even keep track of my thoughts, Leah. I don't know where my clients are. I can't even keep track of my thoughts.
It's a good job they're organised.
I can't even keep track of a conversation. Yeah, no, I just tell them check in this and that there, and then they come back. Do you know? Because you know what it's like when you're prepping and that. Like you don't. If you might not want them to check in on that certain day, you need to think, right, go do this and this, come back in a couple of days. Or just keep a bit of a closer eye on that, checking again in 2 days. Blah, blah,
I just
blah,
wondered if you'd ever had anyone like forget to or not do that.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Oh, that's decent.
Not that I'm aware of. They're on prep, aren't they? You don't miss out, do you? You won't be like, oh, I'll just miss today.
I'll just have a lie-in today.
It's always checking in 3 days, but I just missed that. Fuck that. Yeah, nobody does that. But yeah, that's how I just keep track of everything like that. And then at the end of every week, at the beginning of every week, I put everybody on the board who's competing that weekend. Because as you've seen these last weekends, I've had 8s, 9s, 10s, some weekend. Yeah, it's been mental.
Yeah.
But that's like that every year at this time of the year.
Yeah.
At the end of every week, scrub it out, add everyone to the board for the next week, and then we'll go again.
Yeah.
So
decent.
I suppose I do keep an eye on that and make sure.
Yeah.
But I don't forget who's competing that weekend anyway.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I know when they're all coming. I'm looking for them in the check-ins when they come from.
Yeah.
Where are they? Why aren't they checked in yet? Have they been online? Where is it?
Yeah.
I want to know. You want some
'cause they
carbs
check
or
in
not?
first, don't they? So
Yeah, I'll take care of them first and then midweek and that. Anyway, people thinking, shut up, Dan. Okay, shut up now.
no, it's just I just always wondered that. I always thought, how is he organised?
Well, that's the key to it. I mean, I've put I have a lot of
clients.
I have a lot of trust in my clients to do what they're meant to do when they're meant to do it. So I never really have to track that or chase that down. But the key to it all, because people have been asking me this, like, how the fuck do you do all that every weekend? And the travelling and everything else like that. And it is pure organisation.
Yeah.
Like absolute organisation. Yeah. I've got little stupid systems in my phone or in my notes. You'll see this. Leah's coming to the British with me.
I'm quite excited.
She's going to be my right hand Dan.
Right hand on.
Because everyone's left me, aren't there? Amy's at a frigging wedding, however it is, a best mate's wedding. Shannon's on holiday. Megan lives in Australia.
It's basically I'm fourth choice.
Basically, she's fourth choice, yeah. First choice outside of the brand.
Oh, thanks.
Number 1 choice outside of the brand. You've got to look on the bright side, Leah. Come on. No, I said to you last time, I was fucking going to ask you to give us hand, and you was like, yeah, I will do it. I was like buzzing.
Yeah, no, I'm excited because I want to come anyway because obviously it's nice to
yeah.
It's just nice, isn't it? Like being around everyone.
You might regret saying that when you see the I've got a booth.
I know, I saw.
You
That'll
see
be
it?
good,
Yeah, I've got a booth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not filled it properly. I've had to get some banners printed.
Oh, nice.
So it might be helping me put
Who's
them
on
up,
the
yeah.
booth?
Me and you. No, nobody. To be honest, it's there just to have a little bit of a present. Like, there's nobody on the booth.
Like brand awareness.
Brand awareness. What we're going to sell. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking. So we've got QR codes on there for people to link up. Basically, it's a place for us to get pictures after they've been on stage.
That's a good idea, yeah.
So instead of going in front of the big medal thing, whatever it is,
Yeah.
a PCA thing there, where everyone's trying to get in front of it.
Yeah,
and all
you've got
that.
your own place you can go.
Yeah, I just paid for the booth. I mean, it's a write-off. It's a tax write-off anyway, do you know what I mean? And then we'll get all the pictures in front of that.
Yeah,
We've got a
I
thing
like that.
made. That's what Shannon does for a job, innit? She organises
Yeah.
expos and stuff, so she's
Yeah.
sorted all, bless her, she sorted all that out for me very last minute. Well, it was her that made me get it, actually. I'm lying. She made me get one. It was like 5 days ago or something. She
Yeah.
was like, you got a booth? I'm like, no. What am I going to do with a booth? She's like, you need a booth. I'm like, all right. So then I didn't think now of it. Then 2 days later, she's like, did you get the booth sorted? I'm like, fucking hell. So I rang up. I'm like, can I have a booth? Like, yeah, there's one left here. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. It's
Oh,
right next to the
great.
pump up area.
Yeah.
So we've got that.
Oh,
She's-
that's good. It's quite close.
Yeah, she's on with banners. To be fair, the big banners, you can take them home and I'm going to take them to the posing workshops and stuff.
Yeah,
It'd be nice
you
to
can
get
use them at like events and stuff. so it's
3x3s,
quite
that's
good.
quite big, isn't it? That's going to be like 3 meters by 3 meters, I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
that's going to be like the height of that roof, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'll get that thing.
I'm just don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm less than 2 meters, so it's
Yeah.
more than 1.5 of me again. Anyways, we've got a booth there, so it's going to be
So I'll
fun.
see how everything works behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's hyper organisation basically. It's pre-planning it, making sure everyone's got the plans. I've had quite a few people compete with me for the first time this year.
Yeah.
And they've all messaged me after the show and going, I can't believe how easy you made that.
Yeah.
Everything's there, everything's on times, you're on it with everything. Chase, like I'm watching what's going on with the classes, eat a little bit of extra of this, make sure blah, 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 and then checking in with people and all the rest of it. So we must do that quite well because I've had quite a lot of compliments on that. So I've got no comparison to draw it to really, because I've never,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
And obviously I do things with the girls that I've had competing the same as, because I've obviously learned
you've
how you
done
do
it
it.
that way, yeah.
So the way I do it is literally the same
Pretty
as the
much.
way you do it.
Yeah, 'cause
And
that's the
just
way you've
over
learned to do it, innit?
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Because then it's like easy, things
Oh, yeah,
don't get
God.
lost.
Yeah. Put basic time structures next to everything for the
Yeah.
day from knowing when roughly they're going to be for experience
Yeah.
and just work off that.
And then same as what you do as well, like sending over the peak week plan before the peak week, sending over the show day plan, like towards the end.
Yeah, so they know what they're doing from each day to day, and then it's just auto adjusting from there, from what they look like, basically. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. So next time we'll have a little British.
We might not be talking anymore.
Dan might have killed me.
Yeah, one of us might be dead. Yeah.
Oh God.
Hopefully, if I do die, it's after the show, so everyone get the reverse plans in.
Priorities.
Yeah, priorities. I'll do your reverses, then I'll die. Right? Nah, feeling good for it, to be fair. I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. We've got some good girls in there as well, so buzzing. Anyways,
Yeah,
this is in
excited.
December, so nobody cares about that anymore.
Yeah, that'll have been and gone by
Merry
then.
Christmas, everyone, by the way. I hope you're looking forward to breaking off work next week by the time this is released. Still sunny. No, we're sunny here. But I wish you could come back to now. What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Oh, Katie's done competing now. So she
Yes, which show did she do then? First timers?
did the first timers and then she did the one last weekend.
I thought she was at London. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I seen her on stage. Was she in
Yeah.
tall?
She was in short.
Was she in short?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I just remember hearing the name
Yeah.
on the mic. That's all I remember. That's all I remember we've got. And I remember saying to someone else, I'm sure that's Leah's client.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, she just was in. She just really happy. I think the best, she got really nice feedback from the back of a routine and a posing, and that was something she put a lot of time into.
Yeah.
So she was just really happy that all went really well. And
Yeah.
I think with her, it's just a case of she wanted to get on stage and prove to herself she could do it and make sure she enjoyed it and that side of things.
Is it one she wants to keep on doing, or is it like a bucket list thing?
She's continuing to do it.
Is she?
Yeah. But she's only really been bodybuilding, that style of training for a couple, coming up to 2.5, 3 years now, properly training. So it's not really been that long in the grand scheme of things.
No, it's not that long.
So yeah, we're going to do a big off season now and go back again in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Get a bit more muscle on because that's what
Yeah.
we need. We knew we needed that anyway. So
Spending 2 years
yeah.
between shows is just a good idea, I
Yeah.
think, in general. And not many people want to do it. You're doing that at the minute, aren't you? But
Yeah.
not a lot of people want to do it. But I think it's good,
Yeah, I like it as well because it means you can live your life a bit in between. You can go on some holidays, you can, do
it's easy
some
to get
family
caught
stuff.
on that momentum
Yeah.
roller coaster of I need to keep competing, I need to keep
Yeah.
competing. People need they need the check-in photos to be relevant on Insta, and all
Yeah.
that. But
I do think that is sometimes quite hard when you're running a business on social media as well because it's obviously
I get it.
you do get a big drop off in stuff when you come away from
Yeah.
being in the shows and stuff. So I think that can sometimes be difficult. But then once you get used to it again, you find it's just settling into it again, isn't
at least
it?
you got food.
Yeah, true, exactly. What more could you want? Well, I don't want
I ain't
food,
got no
actually, at this
followers,
point.
but I've got food. Pros and cons.
I never thought I'd reach the point where I was like, I'm over it, but I'm over it.
We're getting away from stage.
No, the food.
Oh, the food. Yeah. Well, I've broken. So for anyone watching, I've finally broken Leah's appetite. How long did it take me? 10 months, 11 months. Yeah. I've broken her. She's done.
Well,
I
we
did
competed
it
in November, didn't we? So.
Yeah. So I've got like 12 things on my list of things that I needed to do in life. Right. That was number 8, and I've got that off there. Now just a few more things like jumping out of aeroplanes.
Wow, I'm up there.
Getting a PhD. Like, yeah, we're up there with the list.
Oh,
I'm gonna joke. I ain't got no PhD.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So doing a little mini cut. Is that what it's called? Is that what we're doing?
I suppose you could call it that, but we're not doing it with the intention to cut. But fat will come off. Well, we'll see as well, because that's be interesting to watch. Actually, how your body responds to it.
I feel a bit better though.
Yeah, well, you dropped a few pounds this week,
I feel
right,
that's like
you?
a slug. You know when you're
We're
eating.
into snail territory now. We're away from
Moving
slug.
slightly
She's
quicker.
snail. She's moving a little bit quicker. Next week we might be a worm.
No, I do feel better though.
Yeah, it's surprising how much fucking all that food just fucking gets you. And that's what I do not miss about bodybuilding.
I feel so much better not having carbs in the first 2 meals in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like protein,
mental
fats.
clarity.
Like,
it smells better, innit?
God, yeah.
I've
had to up my sleep a bit more though with adding the cardio in and adding the steps
I was laughing.
in.
I need a minimum of 9 hours. I was like, well, that used to be 10, so we are down a little bit.
Honestly, if I get in bed and I've only got 8 hours of time to, you know when you get in bed,
like panic, you ain't got enough time to sleep.
No, because it goes under 8 hours and I can't deal with it. Honestly, I can't function the next day.
I wish I could get 8 hours. That'd be fucking class.
I've had to start going up to bed at 9 o'clock now because I'm like, right, I need to be asleep by 9:30 to get up at 6:30.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes as well, when you give yourself the exact right amount of time you need in bed, your brain starts going, shit, I need to get to sleep because otherwise I won't have enough sleep, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I've started going to bed a lot earlier for around this peak season summer. My brain, you must hit a certain age where your brain doesn't work as well when you've not had enough sleep.
Well, I used to when I was at uni, I used to go out all the time, like
it makes
2
no
hours sleep.
does it?
And I was getting up the next day and I was fine. And now, like, if I don't have enough sleep, even if it's like 7.5 hours or 7 hours, I get like such bad brain fog the next day and everything takes me about 25 times longer.
I'm glad it's not just me, because I'm working my way through. If I had a bad night, I'm working my way through my work and I'm like,
I had to have a nap the other day.
I can't think, my brain feels heavy.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do. You know, when I was fucking doing bodybuilding, I was like dead big. I'd be in the middle of check-ins, right? Because I just started like 2019, 2020, whatever. And this was when I had sleep apnea and I didn't know I had sleep apnea because I'd not been tested. So I'd just be doing check-ins and I'd just get to like a few and I'd just be like... And I'd leave my phone in my hand. And you know when you're awake but asleep at the same time? And I'd be like... And then I'd like do 2 more check-ins and I'd be like... I'd be like that all fucking day.
Yeah, and it takes you like 10 times longer, doesn't it?
Because I'm fucking big, innit? Then I got a sleep apnea test and they're like, no, Dan, you're only sleeping 13 minutes per night. I'm like, all right, well, that's why I'm so tired then. I told you about that before, didn't I?
Yeah.
I've probably spoke about it on here. It was 37 minutes a night sleep. I was getting
crazy.
Proper sleep. The rest of it, I was practically just awake, basically.
That's mad.
I was averaging waking up something like every, 55 seconds or something.
Yeah, because your body doesn't let you
fall
fall
choking.
asleep.
Yeah. No wonder I was always tired.
Yeah, I know. Well...
That's probably why I'm brain dead. I was thinking about this. Thinking about this the other day and I was thinking, people have had strokes and like parts of the brains like shut off. Because I was watching about them oxygen tanks, that people get into. I can't think of the name of them. Can't think of the name. See, I'm brain dead. You crawl into... is it hydrobaric tanks or something like that? And you crawl into them, and I'm a bit claustrophobic, so I'm not really fancying it, but there is one near me. And he was talking about when people have had strokes and stuff, because obviously it shut off certain parts of the brain. Thingy. And then I started thinking, well, I had sleep apnea for like 15 years and I didn't fucking know anything about it. And I felt myself getting progressively more stupid across them 15 years. So maybe part of my brain just needs some more oxygen to it. So maybe I'm going to go and get into hyperbaric chamber. Maybe I'll go get in it and I'll have that bad of a panic attack because I'm fucking claustrophobic. It's probably would just make me even worse. Maybe I'll headbutt the glass trying to get out.
It's meant to be like stress reduction, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'll be headbutting the glass trying to get out and give myself brain damage. That'll be the outcome of that.
Fantastic. That was like me when I had acupuncture. It's like, it's meant to be like relaxing you, and I was like having a panic attack.
Yeah, I don't know how relaxing it is when he does it. Fucking hell. It works though. Yeah, I might have got one of them oxygen chambers,
Them floating ones are meant to be good as well. Have you seen those?
No.
It's like a floating pod.
Oh, I know what you mean, where it's definitely silence.
Yeah, and it's like it cuts off all your senses.
Yeah, no thanks, Leah. No, thank you
I
very
think
much.
that looks quite relaxing.
I do not want to be left alone with my own thoughts any longer than I need to. Thank you very much. Even going to sleep's horrible. I have nightmares every single night. Like, fucking hell. all them thoughts in there. Why do all them people have to die? It's only a dream. Yeah, I have bad nightmares pretty much most nights.
Well,
we were talking about this
because I started getting them as well, and I was like, oh God, what's going on?
I've always had them since being young.
Yeah.
I'm not frightened of them though. I just wake up and I think, hell, that was a bit gruesome. Like people getting axed to death, and I should probably not put this on air. Actually.
And then I was like, and then when your heart rate's super high, and I just couldn't go back to sleep. Then.
So I'll have a dream where I'll watch something really graphic, like I'll watch somebody getting killed and chopped up and all things like this. This has always happened since I've been young, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably exaggerate when I say it's every night, but it's pretty bad dreams every night. And then I'll wake up and I'll be like, whoa, that was a bit fucking weird.
Yeah.
Or I'll have a dream that someone's stolen my car and I'll fucking wake up having a panic attack. We're running around the house like, where's the car?
I do that, but with the dogs. And then I'm like, I need to go downstairs and check they're still under their duvet.
Fucking take the dogs. I've had my mum's dog for the last week, as well as my dog. Oh my God, fucking chaos that is.
Got 3.
Fucking hell. Yeah, they just don't stop fighting, but in a playful way they're fighting.
Yeah,
but they're big dogs. And they're just wrestling until 10 o'clock at night, when you're trying to wind down. And then they just let you in, there's a dog sat on your shoulder and the other one's biting it. And it bites your ear and you're like, well, you fuck off. Fucking dogs.
Oh, God.
Swearing a lot today. So
We've
established I've got mental health problems. Half my brain's burned out. I'm claustrophobic.
Great.
And I'm quite organised.
Positive. There's one positive in there.
Yeah, there's one positive in there, yeah. Bad dreams.
Oh, what else? Anything?
Yeah, I don't know really. I think it's just busy, innit? I've got PCA Germany coming up, which I'm looking forward to. That's the first time that's been on, I think, or it's been on properly.
Are you going to Wales?
Wales. Yeah, that's Amsterdam, innit? So I've got British the Saturday and Sunday.
We'll make a little trip out of that.
Amsterdam?
Yeah.
I might do if I'm still feeling sane. No, I hadn't.
It's quite a cool place.
Have you been?
Yeah, me and Will went last year.
I always think I don't know how much of my vibe that.
Yeah, but you don't have to do the whole red light weed thing. You can just go for the
stuff that I'm not really in, prostitution. Not really my thing. Drugs. Not really my thing. Do you know what I mean?
It's got really good food places there.
Raves. Not really my thing. Yeah, but it's all laced with weed. I don't want to be fucking walking round and then the next thing there's loads of fucking prostitutes in a window and I'm like, where's mum? Someone ring my mum. Someone ring my mum. Mum, come and get me. Yeah, none of them things really are my thing. So
I didn't do any of that, but it's a nice place though. You can.
There's a bridge with some locks on it, but I can look at that on telly.
That's not the point.
Well, I'll go put a lock on it then. Get me a lock.
Oh God.
Yeah, mate, we'll see what's going on. Usually by that point, I'm done. Everyone went out on the piss in Spain last year afterwards, and I was like...
You're like, no, thank you.
Nah, I'm fucking dead, you know what I mean?
I had a great time after that. We stayed and went to Marbella for 3 nights, and we had such a good time because the weather was quite nice still.
Yeah. I don't know how many people I've got doing the Worlds this year. Loads of you did it last year. I think
it's too long a gap, isn't it, really?
13, yeah. And then this year, everyone's like, might do Germany instead.
That's
so I've got quite a lot. Well, not quite a lot, but an handful.
Yeah.
Jumping over to Germany the week after.
Yeah.
And then they're probably going to call it a day there.
And then you're done.
We'll see.
Chilling.
We'll see. I'll be bored. Like, Leah, talk to me. I don't know what to do with my time.
Oh, God.
It's funny at the end of the season. You think you've got loads of friends. You think you've got fucking loads of mates. Then the season ends and nobody wants to talk to you anymore. And I'm like, shit, I've only got one friend.
I've only got one friend, so I've done all you this
She
week.
can't talk because she's my dog. Unless he takes some mushrooms. And bring me some mushrooms back from Amsterdam. I'll talk to my dog.
All right. Thanks.
Anyway, should we talk about some bodybuilding stuff?
Yeah. You know what I actually did at the weekend? Not at the weekend, last week. I sorted the venue out, for my mindset event I'm doing in November.
What date is it on?
The 23rd of November.
Cheeky dropped you in for a plug day. See how I rolled you in?
Yeah. So I went to look at the venue. Yeah.
What is it in Coventry?
It was in good memory. I did speak about Coventry, but I managed to get somewhere in Nottingham, which is a bit closer.
Yeah.
So it's at the Village Hotel in Nottingham.
Buzzing.
Yeah,
That's our village is a good hotel.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
nice. It's got a Starbucks and it's got obviously like the nice hotel and stuff. It's pretty decent. So yeah, I've got a little conference room. It's like got a projector in. So yeah,
Buzzing.
I'm really excited.
And how many people's come in?
Should be about 50.
Fucking hell, they've got enough chairs.
Well,
Did
yeah.
they tell you who you are? Did you say, listen, do you know who I am? You got
I
enough chairs?
felt quite, because I walked in and I was like looking around this like conference room and I thought, oh, this is quite nice.
I'm an adult.
I like this.
Yeah.
I felt like a proper business owner.
Yeah, well,
got my little laptop
you are,
out.
Yeah. Yeah, here's my
Yeah.
figures and stats for the year. Feel like you can accommodate me? Let me give me a quote.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I've got a mindset coach coming in to do like a session as well with everyone, so that'll be cool. So she's doing like a talk with all the girls. So
It's popular at the minute now, that, isn't it?
yeah, I really like it actually. I find it so interesting.
Yeah, I should have a look at it, really.
Trying to like integrate it into the coaching a bit more. So it's like, because with a lot of people, it's not, obviously you can tell someone what to do with like the diet and the training or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like bodybuilders just kind of crack on with it. But you know, with a lot of people that are getting into it or people that are like maybe not bodybuilding, competing, I feel like the mindset side of things, like it works so well with people and like people love it as well.
Yeah, because a lot of the people are eating bad, times are eating bad because their head's fried as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's even like we did like a journaling session the other day as one of the lives within the, because we do like a live every Monday with all the girls, and we did like a journaling session and even stuff like that, like it just goes down so well.
Talk to me about journaling, right? I've asked you about this briefly before. I think I messaged you now because I don't quite understand it. I don't understand
I
it.
used to be really anti-journaling, but I actually love it.
Well, all I can think about, and you will probably I sound like an old person now saying this. Do you remember a program that used to be on Nickelodeon it was when I was a kid anyway, called Doug? Do you remember it? And he had a little dog, and he had a journal.
Yeah.
Do you remember? He used to have a journal.
Vaguely, yeah.
And that's all I think about when I think about journals. I think, well, I thought that was a bit gay when.
Yeah, well, I used to be like that. I used to think, oh, this is a load of rubbish.
Yeah. And then you turn into an extremely busy person and your head's all mumbled up half the time.
Yeah.
And people are going journaling. And I thought about it, and I even got a notepad. Well, my missus got me a notepad. And I was like, I don't know what to write.
Yeah, this was me at the start though. But like the more you do it, it just...
But right, like, so what do you write? Like, oh, today I thought fucking Betty's a wanker. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you, like, I don't know what to write. I think it's like all of these things all the time, Leah, and this is the same with probably a lot of people. People always tell you to do stuff and you're like, yeah. Then when you finally do it, you're like,
where do I start?
Fucking no, this is great. This is the best thing.
Okay,
Why didn't I do this ages ago? Even though people have been telling me for, like the thing with like sleep. I have this conversation about someone the other day with sleep. They did 5 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep, 5 hours. I'm fucking finally they're coming back to me going, I'm having 7.5. I'm working at 8 hours. This is life changing.
5 hours sleep? Who does that?
Lots of people.
God,
fucking loads of
I'd be
people.
dead.
I know you would. That's only a one morning sleepwear for you, isn't it? But I think it's like it with a lot of basic, simple things that people do, which is a conversation I was having. Eat well, sleep well,
like look after yourself,
do some
basically.
exercise. All the things that you're meant to do get neglected easily. And I'm sidetracking a little bit here just because it was a conversation I had. But anyway, I feel like it's going to be one of them things if I finally get around to doing it. Yeah. If I write some stuff. What did it just like empty all? Because I got like this when I started doing lists. Yeah. Because when you start getting busy when you're younger, for me it was in like probably late 20s when I started. I think for me it was when I started putting on bodybuilding shows. Because I used to have my own bodybuilding show for like quite a few years. You know
I didn't know that.
Do you not know that?
No, that's cool.
Yeah, well, the PCA Yorkshire, that was my show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. 2015,
16, 17, 18, 19. And then I fucking had that much of enough of the bastard. When COVID hit, I said to a PCA, hey, you can have that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't you know that?
No.
That's how I got involved with the PCA to start with. So
that's cool. Amazing.
They contacted me because when they were setting up, they needed people to be involved. And when they were setting up, I had my own show. And I put my own show on the first year and I got like 1,100 people as a spectators in a nightclub. Wow. It was fucking banging. Everyone was pissed. The speakers it was like there was 60 people in the show. It was held up on some scaffolding. And I'd me and local gym owner Kev, he'd been on at me for years to try and put this show on because it used to be a thing in Hull. Because back in the day there was no independent shows. There was NABA, there was UKBFF. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. IBFA I think was forming. I was roundabout maybe at some that time. And there used to be a Mr. Hull contest for years in the 80s and 90s. It was a real popular thing. Then it died off. He was on at me for doing it, and then I'd won the universe in 2014. Yeah. So he was like, we should do it now. And I just had my biceps torn off, and I was in operate. So I was like, all right, I'm not training that, so I'll put some effort. Anyway, my head was fried because like these are the days when there weren't any bodybuilding shows, so you had to like make it up. You'd go to a show a couple of times a year, and you could kind of guess, but no one would give you any advice or like
Right, you just had to kind of
social
work it out.
media want as much. So you're
Yeah.
just like making it up, really. Anyway, that's when I started getting really busy and doing that, and then all my PT blew up and everything like that and all the rest of it. So for me, that when I started writing lists, it was like life changing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling like that was a big sidetrack on it.
It was.
I'm feeling like journaling is like a list for your mind that
Yeah.
you don't know you need to write.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, well, the
It
first
just like
time...
empties it.
Yeah, the
my head
first
feels
time I
full.
Yeah,
all
that
the
was me.
time.
That
My
was
head
me.
just feels full all the
Yeah.
time like that.
But then I was finding I was getting like really like I'd just wake up and I'd just feel like, you know, when you just have like an uneasy feeling in you, like a bit like anxiously.
Like you've just had some nightmares.
Yeah, that was me. After I'd had spiders crawling all over me in the night or something.
Oh yeah, that would be quite a bad one to be fair.
God, I hate them. Anyway, so
What if
yeah,
it-
so
what if it was real and it really did happen in the
Don't
night?
tell me that.
Right, it could be. It
No.
might not have been a dream. Will's just like that on you.
it makes me feel funny.
Yeah. Anyway, you feel uneasy in the morning.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
or just, you know, when your head's just like, ugh, and you like can't think, 'cause you've got about 25 things in your head.
Yeah.
And the first time I was like, right, I'm going to do this journaling thing. So I sat down and then I was like, and I was like, what do I do?
That's how I think now.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't even know what to start writing.
Yeah, but then what I did, what really helped me get going on it, is I worked with for a bit like a kind of mindset, I guess kind of like a therapist, but like a mindset coach, therapist, kind of a woman that she works with a lot of like female business owners in terms of like helping them.
A brain helper.
Yeah, I kind of just someone to like talk to a bit that's
yeah.
like into business. And she gave me some like questions about like figuring out like stuff to do with, like your values and your beliefs and like all that sort of stuff.
Right.
And then she got me to like write all kind of answers for all these things down. And then as you go through, you can pick up things. You're like, oh, like I didn't realise that I was thinking that, or
Yeah.
like a reflection from
So
it.
that's
type
what you
thing.
said to me before, yeah.
Yeah, and then I started to think, oh, this is like this thing is coming up loads. So it might be like a negative thing you find in. And then I ended up literally, I did it one day and I literally ended up doing it for like an hour and I managed to write like 6 pages. And then I got all
hell.
these bullet points of things that I was like, okay, right, this is things that I'm struggling with that I didn't realise I was maybe struggling with that I need to work on. But in my head, I didn't even realise, because I never sat and thought about it.
Yeah.
I didn't realise there were things that I was like, that were going on in my head all the time.
Right. I reckon that might
That's
have
like a
some
very
of that as
long
well.
way of doing it. But
No, that makes sense. I
But-
feel like this could be helpful.
yeah, but now I've got something to work with. You can like, okay, right, this is something I'm struggling with. Where's that coming from? Or like, but sometimes you do have to just sit there a bit and kind of think, what's that about? Like, why am I maybe feeling like that? As something
Yeah, instead of
happened?
just feeling like that. Then
Yeah.
think about, why am I feeling like that?
'Cause
That's
what-
why I've always swerved.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, it's not that deep. No one cares.
Yeah, because what a lot of people do is they'll like, I might have this feeling, I'm like, oh, that feels a bit weird. But then you end up like pushing it down. You think, oh, I need to do this or I need to do
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
then you end up basically like suppressing everything.
And then just keep him busy.
Yeah, and keeping busy and then wondering why you're feeling so shit every day.
Yeah.
So it really helped me actually realise, okay, this is something that I need to like work on, or this is something that maybe I struggle with a bit.
Yeah.
But then it might not be every day. Like I don't do that every day.
Yeah, it's a lot to do every day. Especially
then-
not 6 pages as well.
Yeah, but then sometimes it might just be, oh, this thing's happened and like I feel a bit like iffy. I'll just kind of see what that's about.
Yeah.
But then some days it might just be something basic, like some like a basic ones you can start with, like things that you're like great. This sounds a bit airy fairy, but things that you're like grateful for, or
Well, that's
like
gratitude, isn't it?
yeah, or like something, you know, that sort of thing, which is a bit more like surface level.
Yeah.
Which also works quite nice because I'm sorry, this is a tangent, but I'm reading this book at the minute and they talk about like habituation and how people like habituate to the surroundings.
Right.
So like you might have like the house or like the life that you've always like dreamed of, and then you have it for a bit and then it just becomes like your habit
Oh, 100%.
and like your norm. So you actually end up not appreciating the things that are actually really good things.
Yeah, 100%. I think,
So
like,
yeah.
even bodybuilding teaches us that on the surface, like, because you always want to be bigger.
Yeah.
And then you get bigger, and then, no, that's not good enough. I
Yeah,
need to be bigger.
exactly. So
That's-
like you end up in this constant state of like yourself or your life never being enough.
Yeah, I get that. I'm quite aware of that, though, as well.
Yeah.
I think I was brought up being told that a lot. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, rich people are never happy, blah, 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 like all these type of things. Like, so I always just think, well, why? Because it'd be great to have loads of cool
Yeah,
stuff, you know
but
what I
then
mean?
you just become accustomed to it.
Yeah, and it's because as you watch yourself progressing, you kind of get used to
Yeah.
that. So I feel like I'm good with gratitude,
Yeah.
I think.
But even like if someone's struggling with starting journaling, you could just start with like doing that and then doing like maybe like a goal for the day or something that you like want to do better tomorrow or something you want to focus on. But I guess
And
that's a
write
bit
that
more,
stuff down.
yeah, that's a bit more like surface level. But then I guess the deeper stuff is kind of like if you're feeling a bit funny, like
Well, that's the thing. I always feel, well, you know, anyway, probably I always feel happy.
Yeah.
And I always feel really
Yeah.
happy. So I never really think, well, I need any help with anything.
Yeah.
But my head is very full.
But you could even just do like a list.
I feel I need to like maybe empty
Yeah.
it a bit, and then it might feel less full.
Yeah.
Because when your head feels full, then you struggle with taking information in sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to fix.
Something that the lady I was working with got me to do, which was really helpful when I was struggling, was put on like a 5-minute timer and just like write for 5 minutes, and then you have to stop when the timer goes off.
Becky told me about this.
Yeah, because sometimes you can just get into it and then it just like starts like going. And sometimes it can just be like a massive brain dump of like this is in my head, or I need to do this, or I'm worried about that. And then you end up with a big list. And then after you've got your like page or whatever, you can then like reflect on it and read into it a bit and be like, okay, right, what's going on a bit more.
Yeah.
Once you've got all your like,
I'm just laughing
because
if you hadn't told me that, I would have scrumpled it up and thrown it in
Yeah.
the bin. I'd have thought, right, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all out of there now. Thank fuck for that, and just thrown it
Yeah.
in the bin. I would have never thought to like start looking through it.
Yeah, but it's like the reflection on it, because that's when you pick up like, is there something else going on
Reoccurring as
that
well.
I need to like work on a bit?
Yeah.
Because I used to think it was a load of rubbish, but then I started looking into it a bit more, and I was like, this makes so much sense.
I'm also frightened that I'm frightened that I start doing stuff like that, and then I start reevaluating my life, and then next thing you'll just see me like living on an island with a football like called Wilson. I'm like, we don't have to do all these things in life. I would just chill out a little bit, just enjoy the experience, and like it frightens me that I'm going to end up doing that. I think that's one of the reasons I never like look too far into stuff and just keep moving, because I'm like, I buzz off what I do.
Yeah.
I don't want to then be like, well, this seems to be causing me more stress than I probably need.
Yeah.
Do I need all these? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what worries me.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I don't stop.
I think that if you love doing what you're doing, you're not nothing like, you know what I mean? Like, it was the same with me. It wasn't that I was like not wanting to coach, or it was more like how I deal with things, or like me as a person.
Yeah,
or like,
true, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is one of the reasons I'm not like, just little things like being away every weekend at shows. Not all year, but like at least 25 weeks a year, 30 weeks a year at a show. Then you've got a little girl at home that you might want to be with on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Little things like that start creeping, and you're like, well, shall I just cut some of that? Do you know what I mean? But that's my business, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the way I actually see that is, I might be away on a weekend, but I'm home every day.
I was literally just going to say, at least you're not.
Some dads are out fucking 7 a.m. till 7 at night.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing them when they're in bed, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Like with any career or job, there's going to be like ups and downs.
I can take her to school every morning. I see her when she goes to school every morning because I'm working from home. I'm there when she gets in. I can pick her up from school if I want. I can go park with her. Do you know what I mean?
And not many dads can say, I can take my daughter and pick my daughter up from school.
Exactly.
Because they're probably in an office.
Yeah. So if I'm sacrificing some Sundays, I don't see it as that bad, because, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not every Sunday.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
But yeah, anyway, journaling tangent, but I'm like proper into it now.
I feel like you're going to tip me over the edge and get into it.
I do like it. The last one I did, when I did it the other morning, that was like really helpful.
Yeah.
And because it gives you some things to like work with a bit more moving forward.
Yeah. You could be my mindset coach.
Oh yeah. I quite like all that stuff, you know. I find it like, honestly, I find it so interesting, because I did a bit of like, when I was at uni, in my degree, I did a bit of like psychology and that. But yeah, I honestly find it like so interesting.
Yeah, I do find it actually really interesting. Yeah. But I think I fight it a bit as well at the same time. I fight it and I find it interesting at the same time. I think I'm a bit old school. I'm a bit like...
It's quite a new thing though, journaling,
growing up
isn't
in a bit of like, don't show your emotions.
Yeah.
That's fucking gay. Do you know, like that type of thing? I keep saying gay. I shouldn't say that anymore. That's not a thing anymore, is it? But
I know what you mean.
But you know what I mean? So I think I'm a little bit resilient to like anything that's... I don't know. You grow up with dads like that, my granddad's like that, and they're like, a man's a man, you don't cry, fucking blah, 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 and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I've grown up, so.
Yeah, whereas I think like the younger generation now is very like...
Open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, open to... Gay.
Don't say that. Cut that out.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking. You can't change everything, can you? I just am what I am. I'm only joking. Fucking loads of offending, like loads of gay people now.
I don't think anyone watching this will care.
No, probably not. We won't go back into all them words you're not allowed to say anymore.
So we'll have a journaling update on our next episode and see how it's going for you.
Yeah, I'll be like Doug. I'll be like do. Do you remember
Carrie coming in with your journal?
Yeah, I'll come in with a journal. This will be for afterwards, just a brain dump after our podcast. Leah is a wanker. Leah said something that really hurt my feelings today. I can't believe Leah thinks this about the atmosphere and the planet. Oh, she's so bad. She had leather shoes on. Bad for the planet. We're not doing any bodybuilding, are we? Fuck bodybuilding.
Should we get into the questions?
Nobody cares about bodybuilding anymore. Yeah, let's have a couple of questions then, even though we've probably been running for a bit.
Right, we've got some good ones.
You pick the good ones then. I'm blindsided to these as well, aren't I?
These are yours.
Oh, these man
Yeah.
ones. I'm not blindsided to these
Yeah,
ones.
you've read these ones. You know what these are.
I read them to you, yeah.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Question 1.
Question 1.
Any newbies this year you've seen with good potential, what advice would you give to first timers moving into off-season, wanting to improve and come back competitively?
Take your time.
What? Oh, I thought you were talking to
Not
me.
you.
I was like, what?
You weren't talking that fast. She's like, okay.
All right.
Take your time with the off season, like we've just been on about taking
Yeah.
as long as it needs, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. I never recommend any females to compete once a year anyway. It's rarely a good idea, unless you've got someone who's a little bit of an outlier. I think you need time to recover your metabolism, basically. Like you guys, I suppose, more than fellas, but it still does apply to fellas. Like if you just dieting year to year to year, it just slows down and down and down. And then you end up in a hole where you're having to diet yourself to death to get ready. And muscle takes time to grow. And if you're not, the same as like women generally mostly natural, especially through the off season, like they're not taking gear and doing this and all the things that men's is doing. So it takes time to grow muscle.
Yeah.
Hormone levels are lower as a naturally testosterone wise and things like that. So you might respond quickly over a year. You're probably going to do better with 2 years. And then it gives you plenty of time to push your body weight up, pull some fat off, push your calories up again, and just get yourself in a good place ready to diet. So you're going to have a good prep. And yeah, don't rush back. If you've just done your first season, you probably enjoyed it, presumably while you're asking these questions. And like we was on about a minute ago, you get the buzz of the updates and you're doing the pictures and everyone's liking it. Your fucking likes are going through the roof, which is driving your dopamine, and it's great.
It's easy to just want to jump back into it straight
Yeah,
away. Isn't it?
everybody knows your name, and then like it's easy to just fall off the map and feel like nobody gives a shit, which in off season people don't really give a shit that much unless you've got interesting off season updates. Few people have it. You seem to capture people still quite well. Shannon does as well. She keeps things up.
Yeah, it goes all right still.
Yeah, but none of that stuff really matters. If you love bodybuilding, that's just secondary stuff that comes with bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And if like that shouldn't be the reason why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's easy when you've just competed for the first time, which just got into bodybuilding probably relatively recently. It's like all new, it's and exciting. And then especially if it's your first season, unless obviously you've been training for like a really long time, you probably got like a lot of progress you want to make or a lot of progress you can make. And I think sometimes it's easy to like look at all these other competitors that are like got a lot of muscle and thinking, oh, like I want to get there now, like I want to be there now. But I think just like enjoying it and not rushing with it.
Enjoy
as well.
the off season. It's fun, innit? Strong.
Yeah, it is.
Get to eat plenty.
Yeah.
Get to live your life a little bit, like Leah said before.
Yeah.
And then just have bodybuilding as something you drop into. You still make loads of progress while just being really happy with the rest of your life and enjoying social occasions.
I think that's it as well. It's like, bodybuilding for most people is like a part of your life. It's not
easier life.
Yeah, and
it got taken. I think what happened was a few years ago, a few individuals came into the sport that made everyone think that you needed to live your off season like a prep. That's
people still say that now, though, don't they? Like you
Yeah.
should be treating your off season like a prep.
should be or shouldn't be.
You should be.
Well, I think there's levels to that in there. It means what are they saying? Like my clients don't treat off season like a prep. They do because they don't miss a meal.
Yeah.
And they don't ever miss a training session.
Yeah.
Like, but to me, that doesn't define what prep
No,
is. Do you know what I
no.
mean? If you're tossing it off, missing meals, missing training sessions, going on the piss,
Yeah.
then yeah, you can't do that obviously. But you can still go to all your social occasions.
Yeah.
Maybe have a drink every month or two or something like that. Like as long as you're not going out and getting fucking pilled out your nut every weekend and whatnot. Like you can still do all the things. You don't have to not have cheat meals, not have calories that are not on you. Like I put all of that in, as you know,
Yeah,
you probably
yeah.
do as well. Daily freedom calories, blah blah blah, off plan meals. Like that's not like a prep, is it? Do you know what I mean?
No, I think as long as you're doing what you need to do to progress, like you're getting your sleep in, you're getting your food in,
And training.
you're training, like it doesn't take up your whole life. Like you can still go to your families on a Sunday and have a Sunday dinner and go out with your friends on I don't know, whatever you want to do,
anytime
or
you
go on
want.
holiday. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not, I just think with that, and also then it's like there's so many other good things you can focus on in your life, and
Yeah.
then it means
Build your
eventually,
life.
eventually when you do stop bodybuilding, you're not going to be like,
Oh, no.
in absolute bits because your whole life has just crumbled before you.
And these people like that
Yeah.
will come to the end of it and they're like, they've got nothing else because they just sacrificed everything for that. You need to build your life up at the same time, business or your own employment, whether it's like whatever you're doing at work or whatever. If that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
definitely don't put your life on hold. But bodybuilding's 3 things in off season. 3 things. I learnt this very young. Somebody said it to me who was a little bit older because I was quite a bit intense with it all. And they was like, you need to do 3 things. Don't miss a meal. Don't miss a training session. Obviously, train hard as fuck and get as much sleep as you can. There's nothing more to it.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what you're doing in your life, you're going to be sleeping. No matter what you're doing, you're going to be eating food. So you might as well be eating your bodybuilding meals. And you're probably going to train. So just don't miss any of them things and you'll grow well. That's the only thing. That's the 3 things I hammer on with my own clients. As we see time and time again, they progress and progress and progress and progress. Also, what I do see is clients coming to me, and I get this on consults where they're just burned out because they aren't being allowed anything off plan.
Yeah.
In the off season, they have to stick to a meal plan every day in the off season. They're not allowed to do this. They're not allowed to do that. It's like just fucking stupid shit. Do you know what I mean? We're going to diet. We're going to go into a cut now because it's important that we're mini cut at this point because your digestion has started to go a little bit wrong and it's the end of November. So they're going. I've had this the other day on a call. So they're going to diet for like Christmas. Like
fun.
Well, they're going to allow Christmas Day off and whatnot. And they're going to diet through Christmas. And I'm like, we can wait a month. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in December. You don't have to. So I just make sure everything's worked around like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Makes it so much more fun as well because like the whole reason that people get into bodybuilding most of the time is because they like it, not because they want to like. Obviously, some people want to go to like the Olympia or whatever, but most
even
people
then like they still do that in their offices. Do you know what I mean? Like they usually, to be honest, with the people who are like that, who want to be around it 24/7, they usually got shit genetics, and they can't comprehend why everyone else is making so much progress. So they go more and more and more extreme until then they burn out.
Yeah.
That's usually the case. So they're usually trying to make up for a downfall somewhere else. Sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? That's my opinion anyway, what I've noticed.
So basically, advice is take your time, get your sleep in, eat your food, train hard, have fun.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
they asked about some first timers and that, but there's plenty of good people competing.
There's loads of good.
Whenever you drop names, you leave names out, so I'm not going.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Right, next question. Competing can be super expensive. With so much noise around the latest supplements must have vitamins. What do you consider the essentials to support a female bodybuilder's lifestyle?
There's not that many, really, to be honest.
Vitamin D3, good omega supplement.
Yeah.
They're probably your 2 fundamentals.
Yeah. Obviously, a multivitamin and possibly a vitamin C, if you need to put them in as well, which I think is good for just generally not getting ill as much.
And then you've got like your creatine, EAs, or you kind of...
Yeah, I usually put a fibre supplement in for most people because usually when you push into one extreme or the other, digestion usually likes to break down. So I'll put psyllium husk in there as usually is like a fibre supplement to keep people going. So we've got like a couple of vitamins there then. We've got some omegas, fibre supplement. What else do they have in there? That's pretty much it on that front from the essentials.
You can add things like I take like glutathione and
so this is
stuff.
what I always say to people when they set up. I'll say these are the basic ones that I want every human being to take. Pretty much. If you've got anything else that you're deficient in, or you've noticed you work better, or you feel better with it, cool. Just stick it on the list and let me know what you're taking.
Yeah.
It's very rare that someone's going to be taking wrong with the supplements. If blood work shows they're taking too much of something, we'll try and take it out. If you're getting blood work and it shows we need a little bit of this or need a little bit of that, or we're noticing some symptoms, I'll advise some other supplements, but the basic core is that.
Yeah.
And then around training, some extras. Creatine is going to be number 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then glutamine and EAA.
Sorry, I didn't realise you were talking. I was just like necking the coffee.
Glutamine and EAAs is some others that are really obviously handy. And that's about it, really.
Yeah.
People over-supplement, in my opinion. Over-supplement to death. There's a lot of other stuff, like you said, that you can use, which is good for like health and this and that. Like when you start looking into what you want to do, like glutathione, for example, what you've mentioned, and this and that, and like I know you use quite a lot of supplements, but there's a reason for everything you're taking.
Yeah.
You're not just going, ooh, they're taking that, I'll take some of that.
Yeah, I've got
because
some
you can spend so
relevant.
much. Do you know what I mean?
They're expensive though. Like you look at
especially quality supplements are.
Yeah, like I was looking at, I've got a few girls like PCOS, and obviously you can get bits and bobs that help individually, but obviously like you can get like PCOS supplements all in one, and even those they're like
racks up.
Yeah, so
Starts racking
sometimes I'll just end up getting people to get their individual things because you can get them a load cheaper. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so that's your basics.
Yeah, you don't need as much as you think, so don't worry about that. You could probably get away with 3 basic supplements, to be honest, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, if I have someone that comes to me that's like lifestyle, obviously very lifestyle, like not most lifestyle clients that come to me are like not really taking any supplements.
Yeah.
So I'll literally get them on a decent dose of vitamin D because most people take like a super low dose, don't they, of that?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nowhere near. An omega and then like a decent multivitamin. Get some whey protein. That's about it really.
And just choose it from a good place as well, so it's actually doing something.
Yeah, check your dosages because
Check
if you
your
get like your
dosages.
Boots one that's like
This is
500
what- I
IU of
always
vitamin
say,
D.
listen, don't go Tesco's for your bits and pieces, because they'll do that and it'll come up on the thing, and I'm like, just send us your omega dose, please. 'Cause, like, you need a good dose of
Yeah.
DHA, EPA,
Yeah.
And everyone always shortfalls on this. They read it wrong, even though I tell them.
They read like the total fish oil.
Yeah,
not the split.
yeah. I tell them at the beginning of every
Yeah.
setup, it's not that. You have to measure it from this. And they'll send me it and they're like, okay, well, you need 13 of those pills a day. And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, just buy this one. You only need 2 capsules a day. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I told you to start with. Because they'll come back and, their HDL will be like in the fucking ground or whatever.
Can you ever be too lean on stage?
Yeah, of course.
It's got to fit the class, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to fit the class. And it depends what I suppose they mean by lean, by just how much fat's off as opposed to flatness and everything else, which is a different issue. But yeah, if you're doing ton figure or ton bikini and you fucking peeled out your striated glutes, you're too lean.
Lines in the glutes.
Yeah, I suppose with athletic figure you can be too lean because then you'll be trained figure. Trained bikini, I suppose, not so much.
They're shredded, aren't they?
Yeah.
The train bikini girls.
And it depends what you're trying to balance as well. Like, because obviously, usually, if you're going for a certain extra level of conditioning, quite often there'll be a level of losing a bit of pop.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to, that's what you got to kind of balance for every client. For me, like the trade off of trying to push too far to get a little bit of extra couple of lands when
Yeah.
you're losing everything that's strong.
You're losing like the overall shape, and then
Yeah.
it's like weighing up what is better.
I was an example of that myself with trying to get striated glutes. So I have had them, but I lost my full physique getting them. And
So
then
was it really worth
And then I
it?
didn't actually
Yeah.
do that well the time that I got
Okay.
them. So what we'd figured out was if we just hold back probably 5-10% on conditioning, not worry too much about the glutes, which is it's not a deal sealer, do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'd hold off a little bit, and then my strengths was obviously, well, not obviously, but big round, massive shoulders, really big round arms, chest, like everything was really round. If I went that little bit further, everything just looked a bit thin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I knew that I needed somebody there to tell me stop.
Yeah, stop pushing,
Stop now,
basically.
Dan. I'm
yeah.
like, but there's a little bit more in between there. They're like, no, we need to stop now.
Yeah.
We need to stop now. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So luckily I had some good people around me, especially towards the end.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess it's the same if someone doesn't have a ton of muscle as well, like
Yeah.
you can't push and get
Well,
absolutely
that's the thing.
shredded when
Yeah.
the muscle's not there.
I get this question off clients that I've getting who are competing when they're not as heavily muscled as they're going to be in the future. And they'll say, are we going for conditioning because I've not got loads of muscle? I'm like, well, that's a double-edged sword. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you're going to look even thinner. So
Yeah.
we need to, I'll tell you where that look is when we found it, but we're not necessarily
Yeah.
going for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not just a case of getting on stage and getting as like peeled as you can, because it might.
No. Condition does help. Do you know what I mean? But it needs to be appropriate to your physique. You was
Yeah.
a good example with when you won the Universe
Yeah.
with Davina.
Yeah.
You was not as lean as she was.
Yeah.
She was fucking peeled.
Yeah,
and
she
she's
was.
a really good athlete as well.
Yeah,
That
she's
was a very
great.
good victory, that. Well done, Lee. And I was looking at it thinking, God, what they're going to go for, yeah.
Well, I thought she'd won, to be honest, at that show.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what way that was going to go. I was looking at you both and I thought, because I thought you had the better physique for definite and you look better, but then I know condition does carry sometimes and I didn't know what they were going to
Yeah.
go for. I love it when it's a surprise. And then when they called her out second, I was like, fucking yes. But that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
And then when I spoke to a couple of judges later on their feedback on the class, and your overwhelming roundness
Yeah.
is what sealed it.
I loved what I
That's
looked
they
like on
loved.
that day. Like I always look at those photos and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just loved what I looked like.
It's
there.
one of them days as well where the photos are really good. Like it was really. Do you get what
Yeah.
I mean? Some shows the photos are a little
Yeah.
bit different. They just caught you in the right
Yeah.
angles and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, you're a perfect example of that on that day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
we'll
then,
definitely be bearing that in mind going forward with future preps as well.
yeah. Yeah.
Because
Because
we
then I
tried
feel
to
like,
drive you down quite hard last time, and it didn't.
and I don't think that looked as
No, it didn't look as good
did
on
it?
you. No.
No.
So that's
But
what we're going to try and
it's all
balance
learning,
next
isn't
time.
it? How many videographers, photographers do you work with? What qualities do you look for when picking who to use?
Price.
Who's the cheapest?
No, I used to work with one videographer when I first started. He was a very, very good videographer who lives local to me. And then he buggered off doing something else, and I can't remember what the situation was, to be fair. And I just started working with Nick. Nick was one of my clients. She said she was getting into it, so I give her a crack. She did a good job, and I've just stuck with her from then. She's looked after me. And then when Nick's not been available recently, I've only used him twice, but Michael as well from M7K Media, I think it's M74. I always get. He told me on Sunday he's changing the name of his brand because everyone forgets the name of it. It's like M74K Media or something like that. I think it is. I've worked with him on Sunday at the London because he's from London, and Nikita's not. She's bloody miles away. And then he did my posing seminar as well.
Nice. Yeah.
Both excellent videographers. Nikita's been doing my stuff as recent.
Yeah.
All the random stuff we've been doing instead of bodybuilding recently.
Yeah, I like them.
The reels. So just someone who does a good job and don't fucking try having your leg up, basically.
Yeah, and someone that you can like get on with, because I've worked with quite a few videographers now. And when I started,
Good point, yeah.
I went for people that were like quite big names in the industry, and they were brilliant. But obviously, A, they charge a lot of money, but B, like I just find, I don't know why, but when I have videographers or photographers that are girls, I just find it a lot easier.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So, yeah.
Maybe because we're like friends. Because I've had a Kezia, who I'm working with at the minute, who did my podcast, the one I did with Kelsey. Like we're friends, so we can. It's like really chilled. I can like, have a laugh. Like, you know what I mean? It's just nice.
Well,
and
that's
then
what I'm like with Nick.
Yeah, and then you just feel like you come across better because you're just like being yourself. And so I've found just someone that you like get along with. And I worked with Beth before that, and she was really good as well. And I'm friends with her, so I think it's just nice having people that you like get on with and that aren't going to.
Beth Frankie's mate.
Beth. Oh God, what's the business called? It's Andy's.
Yeah. Beth Frankie's mate.
Yeah. Frankie's mate Beth. Yeah, she's brilliant as well. So she did like my event I did, my yoga Christmas client event. She came and got photos there, and she's really
nice
good
girl.
as well.
I met her at a couple of the shows.
Really nice. And Kezia's, she's just started. So her thing is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, it's Zenith Vision.
Right, okay.
But she's honestly, she did such a brilliant job. She did the podcast and she's done the reels off them. And I'm so happy with them. So she's done really good with them. And obviously she's my friend, so it's nice like being able to. It's
an hard one for the videographers because I think they copy off some of the bigger ones that are just, what they do is, and this is the impression I've had with a few that I've inquired with around that if I've been struggling or when I was in between videographers, they see that your business is doing well and they just try charging you more.
Yeah.
And that just pisses me off. Like I think everyone should get, I know for a fact people have been charging somebody something
right
as a week before, do you know what I mean?
And then they come in on like a higher.
It was a smaller business and it's not like they've got any loyalty to them. They've been working for them since day one. It's like a brand new thing. And then they'll give me this quote because they think I'm doing this and that.
Yeah.
And it was like double, triple the price. And I'm, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I always think as well, if someone comes in and they're like Kezia, like she's only just started, I'm mates with her, like she did a really good deal. But then it like, you get experience and then it's just a nice, isn't it? And then, you know what I mean?
Me and Nick get on dead good. We have a good laugh and that. And she fucking comes out with some mad things, tells do this. She had me dressed up in makeup and that the other week, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the one with the headband.
Yeah, with the headband on, yeah. So,
you want someone who can like bounce ideas off you as well. Like before, me and Kaz had a call and we like went through some ideas and she had some ideas. So it's nice sometimes just to be able to like what I bet
that's what we've got now. We've got a group chat with me, Shannon and Nick. And the stuff will just get banged in there. What about this? What about this? What about that? And then I'll sit and I'll put something in there and then just got a little list of things that I'm going to have a crack at. I want to make my own movie, mate. I want to make my own rap videos and everything. Bodybuilding content's boring. It's fucking boring. I got so bored of doing it. We used to do the bit funnier reels before when I was with Ed, like a couple of years ago. And I got away from it. And then does many people really want to sit there and like, here you go about.
You just feel like you're regurgitating content, don't you?
Talk about carbohydrate loading. You know, like. Yeah. I just think like I want to have a laugh on my reels and just have some fun. They don't have to be about bodybuilding. I'll apply them to the bodybuilding industry and what have you. People can see I'm good at coaching. Yeah. They need me to tell them how many grams of carbs I'm giving. Like, do people really want to know that? Do you know what I mean? So I'll just have a laugh. They can go on my page and see that what job I do if they want to work with me. And then Shannon will make my page look nice with all the little art graphic things, and that's a perfectly round balance for me now. Yeah, and I get to have some fun.
Yeah.
And I got my mum and dad's got on Instagram so they can see it and they're having a good old time as well.
I bet they're loving that.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
That's why I did when I did because me and me, Lily and Kelsey, obviously I wanted them to get some stuff to like put out as well. And we were like, oh, let's just do it as a podcast, because then at least it's a bit more like chatty.
Yeah.
Rather than it just being like looking at a camera like, so. And
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
end up like sounding like super rehearsed, don't
Monotone,
you?
and then you get it wrong, and then you're saying it again, and then like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to fuck about. I just wanted to fuck about. All of them that were done pretty much off the cuff, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just made them up as we went along. I'd never seen a Get Ready With Me video in my life. And then Nikita said, you need, do one of these, but do it for the bodybuilding.
Oh, that one absolutely made my day, because what were you doing? You kept doing this. And I was
they
like,
do
this
that,
is
don't
just
they, on the
making
thing?
it.
Yeah, I didn't fucking...
Yeah,
He said, you need to tap on the things like the people do. And I'm like, all right,
it was so good.
I had to watch them
And then
to
you
see
were like
what they're
this.
on about, yeah.
What are you doing with the thing? Oh, I was dying, honestly.
As you can imagine, one of them has never made its way
So
onto my
funny.
feed. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because I follow a lot of like fitness influencers,
That's what
and
I mean,
they're all, obviously I've
yeah.
seen it loads.
So she said, do that. And we was filming it because she come over because the Yorkshire was in Hull.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we've got a room upstairs in the gym we can do it in. So we'll do that. And then I said, we need to get this out for morning. We'll do it as like I'm getting ready for the show.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, sound. So she's good, Nick. She'll go home and fucking crack on, do you know what I mean? And we filmed on that. We filmed loads that night, and there'd been a problem with the camera. I had to film them all again on Monday morning. So the one where I'm pretending to be a coach and that, whatever it is, we had to go to the Airbnb to do that one.
Oh, God.
Worked out better though, because that room was well echoey, so everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, they're good. I like them reels. What are the best and worst bits being a coach on show day?
I don't think there's any worst bits. It's busy and stressful, but bodybuilding shows would be long if you was born. Bodybuilding shows are long.
They are long, aren't they?
Yeah, real long.
They're a bit repetitive sometimes.
I'm always busy, so I never...
Yeah.
Sometimes I just sit down mid-afternoon, I'm like, oh, fucking hell, what's going on here? My brain's dead. But yeah, when you're managing like 5, 6, 7 people in a show, you're fucking busy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because I've only ever had obviously one person in a show at a time.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just a bit on edge because I'm like waiting for this like one person to come on.
It just gives you time to be anxious.
Yeah, but it is nice though, you know, when you see like when Katie did her show, because I could tell she was getting a bit nervous, so I went and picked her up from like a tan in the morning and took her to her makeup, and that was
cool.
quite nice because just being able to like spend some time with her and just have a chat to her and make sure she's
Chill her
right.
out a little bit.
Yeah, it's really,
With her
it's quite nice,
experience.
isn't it? No.
Yeah. Well, it is, isn't it? You've done it loads of times, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that's good for them to know that they're with somebody that's done it that many
Yeah.
times, isn't it? But
It's fun, I think.
Yeah, best and worst parts of show days is, I don't know, the best parts is obviously when you get all the results that you would like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The best parts is when you get like a surprise result. Like I said to you a minute ago, like when, I mean, that was a surprise in the moment, but like if you get a surprise result where someone comes out winning it, like it's just...
Yeah.
Because some clients, like I put on stage... And I'm going to be very surprised if they don't win.
Right, yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
You get them. Then you get somewhere they go on, and you just really don't know. You might not work with them. You don't know what the lineups. Do you know what I mean? Like you just don't really know. And them's the most fun ones in a way because like it catches you.
Yeah, it's like nice.
Like a bit of adrenaline.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's probably the best parts. Worst parts. Well, I know what the worst part is anyway. When someone gets a result that they don't want, it fucking crushes me because I can just see them upset. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It fucking crushes me. And then obviously I go and talk to them and try and cheer them up and like talk through whatever. But like I had one the other week where they were like crying and stuff, and it just fucking
I bet that's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, absolutely horrible. And the worstest ones maybe as well when I've got someone in one class where somebody wins. And then somebody gets something bad, what they didn't want, and what we maybe didn't expect.
And then you try
either.
and like balance.
And
yourself.
and then for me, like I don't get to feel anything because So I feel this is a misnomer. So I feel guilty on the person that's won because I feel bad for the person that's lost, and then I feel bad for the person that's lost because I'm happy for the person that's won.
Yeah.
So I have this like guilt.
Yeah.
It's like a real mad feeling. And I just go home feeling nothing apart from nothing happy anyway. It's a real contradicted like feeling. So probably that's because one year I had somebody win at the Universe and obviously they were absolutely buzzing. Then I had somebody leave in tears that got a lower down place in. And I was on the phone with them because they'd just left quickly and they were crying. And that upset me all day that they were crying. So I didn't get a chance to actually enjoy.
Yeah.
I'd won both the swords that year as well.
Right.
Both the golden swords. I didn't really get a chance to enjoy it because I was too busy upset about, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard that, isn't it? Because you don't want to make one person feel like you're not there with them.
Yeah, and I've had people come first and second, and I feel guilty for celebrating the win with the winner on the person that's come second, and I feel guilty that I'm consoling the person. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of contradictive things. You have to step out of it a little bit, to be honest. So that's probably the least fun, is that you've got to try and sometimes you never really get to enjoy the victories because you're upset for the people that didn't win. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Should we do this as the last one and then do the others after?
Do all yours one next.
This is a good one to finish on. Grinds my gears, people who win qualifiers and get British invite, travel to do second show to rob others' chance of a win. Note but trophy hunting. Why do all your girls do it?
So this came to my inbox, so it's definitely for me. And I would think it's definitely regarding the London show at weekend. So it's somebody in that trained bikini class, I reckon. Leah's got that thing where she goes quiet again. She didn't want to get involved. I received this one last night and I did laugh in a way because I just thought that's a bit upsetting. But
they don't do it out of spite though. It's not like they're going, I'm going to go and
so let's reframe the question because obviously you've read through that. Basically, this person's upset because people come to the shows that have already qualified for the British. And if they've already won their class at the previous qualifier, they come into another show.
Yeah.
And then they've won that and maybe denied somebody else a chance of getting in the top 3 or top 2 or whatever it is because they've budged somebody out of a place or whatever. Firstly, my advice to that person would concentrate on yourself and be better so you're not getting beat by these people anyway. I would never blame anybody else for my own loss. I would try and be better so I wouldn't get beat by anybody. That would be my first approach to that. I would never be lashing out at someone else if that was happening to me. Secondly, there's more reasons to compete than just trophy hunting, right?
Yeah.
Never, ever in my life have I said to a client that will go and get on stage to trophy hunt because, it's not that deep. No one gives that much of a fuck about who's winning what trophy, really. Yeah, because why? My situations with clients when I do this, sometimes it's the client's suggestion, sometimes it's man. A lot of the times it's man because say you've got, so I'll use the example of the person that they're probably talking about here, which is Katie, who won the train bikini at London at weekend. She looked fucking class. That was her target show, London, and then was going to go straight to the finals. So she's been off stage 2.5 years, right? She was looking quite sharp a few weeks ago, and I said to her 2 days out, do you want to do Birmingham show? Blow some cobwebs off. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it. So, because it's like on Instagram, there's the countdown of this and there's all this pressure accumulating in people's heads and blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, just between me and you, go compete. Nobody needs to know. Nobody did.
No pressure.
No pressure. You're not quite ready. So even if you don't get the result that you wanted, it's because you're not quite ready. Excuse me. But what it will do is it'll blow some cobwebs off. You'll enjoy yourself. We'll get what we get. I'll get some live feedback because I'm sat there. If there's something wrong with this, which is the bit I'll get onto in a minute, if there's something wrong with that, we can correct it for your main show. Then we'll go and do that. Bosh, right? So she won Birmingham anyways.
Right. And
then she went on to do London, which she was probably about 20% better. Do you know what I mean? Because we was in proper condition. We actually did a peak week for it. That Birmingham one, she just jumped on stage.
Yeah, no peak or anything.
No, nothing. She just jumped on. Do you know what I mean? And she did well. She won. So then she did that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like she'd gone into a show and then thought, oh, I want another first place trophy, I'll do another one.
And even if it is, when we do that, it's not for the first place trophy. So I've done it before where I've had somebody's main show. Let's use Joanne Wilson as an example. Now I'm putting some names in there to it as well. So last year when she competed, obviously Joanne, who won British and British overall, trained bikini. She did Manchester, right? Previous to that, she'd only ever been on stage once, right? Now, Joanne's a gift. So I knew there was a good chance of her winning that British that year. She did Manchester, won the overall, I think, as well. I think won the overall there. But I noticed a bunch of stuff that wasn't quite right. The tan, the hair, the posing, the presentation. She was nervous. Was I going to put her straight into the British final with the expectation of the world on her shoulders?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bad coach if I was to consider doing that, just so someone else didn't get upset because they took one of her trophies. So she jumped in at Hull.
Yeah.
which was near me, where I live. We got a chance to do check-ins the night before. She jumped on with no real pressure because she was already qualified. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, makes sense.
We'd fixed the tanning issue. We'd fixed a few posing issues. Got some more confidence and stage time. Blah, blah, blah. So when she went on to the British, it was more easy, more in a flow.
Yeah.
Instead of competing 6 weeks out and then competing at the British, she's only ever competed once the year before as a first timer. Like, that's not trophy hunting. That's common sense.
It's for her to become
better.
better.
It's for her to make sure all the issues were fixed that we needed to fix and tweak. And since then, we've got a tanning protocol down to a fucking T to make. Do you know what I mean? All these little things and to go why. So, what I would say to people that are thinking that, and I wasn't even offended when I read it, to be honest. I just thought, like, they're either new to bodybuilding or they're clueless or they're negative. They're one of them three things. So just to put in the picture, they probably aren't even watching this. They probably just wanted to dig me out on Instagram, to be fair. But them's the reasons why we would do multiple shows, because it's all about the finals. And do you know what I mean? Now, if you get these clients that are really good, this is one thing that does annoy me, is when you'll get somebody who's really good and then that particular coach doesn't particularly have a stable of anybody who's decent, and you can see that they're using them
for their own good.
I seen somebody one year do 7 qualifiers.
Right.
7 qualifiers. Who the hell needs to do 7 qualifiers? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So the coach is sort of using it to their benefit to promote themselves.
Yeah, and so that they can stand there and they know they're probably going to win and maybe even going to win the overalls and things like that. That's stupid. If it's with different federations, fine, but not with the same federation, because that's pretty much pointless. So that's bad, but that's not for the client's benefit. That's running the client's body into the ground. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I've done this on so many occasions since I started, throwing people on early to blow some cobwebs off with no pressure. They don't place, don't matter, they're not ready anyways. And also in between qualifiers and finals to make sure we've really because when you're dealing with these people that, like, these little tiny details matter at that very top level of first and second at British finals.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give a shit about taking somebody else's trophy at a qualifier, and that sounds harsh, to make sure I'm perfecting somebody's luck who's going to win a British title and a pro card. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Or even with any circumstance, no matter if they're just shooting for a top 6 or whatever, like, but them little details at the very top matter massively. Do you know what I mean? The way your bikini sits, the way this happens, the way this is, the way you move when you do that, the way you pop the shoulder when you're doing that, like, all these little things in comparison at the top 2, 3, 4 places at the British, they make a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna utilize what stages I need to get that out of them. And listen, if you don't like that and you are watching it, then just be better.
Yeah.
It's my theory to everything. Just be better. When people ask for feedback from shows, when I come up to me when I'm judging, just be better.
So what you say to them?
A lot of the time, yeah. They're looking for some complex answer a lot of the time. They know what, if they're doing bikini, if they're a bodybuilder, if they're a figure girl, they know what better looks like. Go and do that.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is that simple. Yeah. It really is that simple. And if you don't know your category well enough to know what to get better with, then you need to learn.
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah. That wraps that up.
I hope that wasn't negative, but
no, that wasn't negative. That was
truth.
That makes sense what you said.
Yeah. Or harsh, but that's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're in a competitive sport, and yeah, that's how it's going to be sometimes.
Yeah.
Competitive.
We'll do the rest of the questions in the next episode. So we've got some questions for the next one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's have a Pepsi Max break.
A food break. A diet food break.
Yeah. Dan doesn't really eat that much, but
Dan doesn't eat much at all now. Dan's got less food than me, and I'm on a diet.
My mate said to me the other day when I did the PCA London there, because I was driving home, I had 2 hours sleep that night as well.
I know, I saw that.
I did not sleep. It was just too much on the go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't sleep. Got up. I went down to the breakfast because I prayed for it at the Premier Inn. As we all know, I'm pretty much protein and fat 24/7 now, yeah. I had like 5 or 6 slices of bacon. It was fucking horrible. And then I had like 6 or 7 eggs or something like that. And then I didn't eat again until I was driving home at 10:30 at night. And he's like, how the fuck are you still standing? And I'm like, caffeine, adrenaline. And when you're eating just protein and fats, you don't actually get hungry. And then when you switch over into this other, I don't know, I've got all this fat stored around my body still, like my body switches over into its other energy source. Fucking clarity was mental. I felt great all day.
Yeah, it does make a difference though, I think, not eating as much carbs.
And then all I ate was I could grab some services on the way home, which was just like some cashews. I ate like a bag of cashew nuts. I was like, you need to get home. I didn't even stop. 4 hours it was from London.
Oh, God.
And I fucking didn't. I had stopped 20 minutes from home. Sorry, whoever whose car park it was, I had a piss in. But I was in pain. I was in so much pain. I got to half an hour away from home. Then the fucking motorway was shut and started taking me towards Leeds. And I'm like, I purposely didn't go to the services because I was nearly home. So I was ever car park takers, if you got me on camera pissing for about 25 minutes straight in the rain, I'm really sorry. The rain will have washed it away.
Oh, God.
Do you know when you need a piss so bad you don't know if you've pissed yourself? Do you know when it burns that much? You're like, have I pissed? I get like checking, like, have I done a little piss there? Because you like lose all sensation. I think it just goes numb. Like, fucking hell, get me out of this car now. Banged my head getting out of the car.
Oh, yeah, when I saw you at that show, I was like, God, that is a trek for you getting there.
I've done them all this year, Leah. I've never done the Scottish show. I've been there. I've never done the Welsh show. I've been there. I've done the London show once in 2021, and then I've been there. The world seemed to get closer to me now. Driving 4 hours doesn't bother me that much. I didn't used to drive more than 2 hours. Probably because I was just a bodybuilder and I was like...
Now you're on your protein fat diet. You can do whatever you want.
I can do it in one stretch. I'm like, podcast. Yeah. Anyway, we're really going this time because it's very long. Nobody's probably made it to this part. Goodbye. Can you do that?
Yeah, do your little outro. Make a little song.